Come on, man. You see. Don't want to leave Coach waiting.
He must love you.
That's not the impression.
Coach Tucker showed me some photos of the gym you and your man.
We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input.
You know what speaks to me, Coach? I want to prove.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always.
There you go. It was something good tonight.
He about to tear the roof off.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet
Yo, I think I just saw Jack Nicholson. Can you get me an
Time to
autograph?
talk rotation.
Great. This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication.
Good, MP.
Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Yeah, not really.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Some people wouldn't mind, but our cards are shooting.
The wait is finally over. Opening night is upon us. New faces. Welcome everyone to a brand new here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off? Well, the start of MP's NBA journey begins now. These are the first minutes for the first-round pick.
And I have high hopes for MP over the course of his career. This guy's a student of the game and was a fanatic about Jordan's Bulls when he was growing up.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Anthony Edwards. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Burke, and it's Conley in at the 1. Here's Burke. Over in the corner, Edwards. Now here's Burke. He's defended by Reeves. Here's Edwards. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Hachimura against Randle. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of the Lakers.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But, hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Out to Conley. The 3. To the left side wing. Randle finds Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Edwards. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Reeves. Great D that time from Edwards.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
LeBron with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Burke, the pass to Gobert. Now Conley. Here's Burke. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Stolen by Conley. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Gannett comes in for Austin Reeves. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Burke kicks to Gobert. Burke looking over the floor. Out to Conley. Unloads from 13. Burke can't get it to go.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Pass to connect. Fires the 3. That shot misses. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Burke. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Connect. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Timberwolves shooting just about an even 40% to start. And that one's good. Burke. And here is Doncic. 6 points for him. Pass to Vanderbilt. Conley against Doncic. LeBron outside. And here's Hayes over Gobert. Hayes, no good. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Pass to Alexander Walker. Timberwolves passing it around. Now here's Gobert. Randall kicks to Conley. Burke with it. Lets it go from deep. And rebounded by Connect.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now here's Doncic. Burke covering. And it goes down 2 points.
Nice work from Doncic. Doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Lakers with some changes. Austin Reeves is checked in for Hayes. And Vincent subbed in for Luka Doncic. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
To the paint. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And he sinks the second. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Lakers.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Burke, the pass to Randall. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Burke. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. And that one, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
At 6'9" and about 260, Naz Reid has the size to make room for himself inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career, but the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Free throw good, James. And LeBron the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points.
Oh,
yes, sir. Wow. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
To the middle. Here's Burke, an easy 2 points on the layup. Burke's got 8 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. Down low. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Watching LeBron in the pick and roll is artistry in motion. Timing, precision, everything's right on the mark.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed kicks to Burke. Outside Edwards. Back to Burke. Pass to Minot. Now DiVincenzo. From deep. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Burke. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles. And it's Edwards in at the small forward.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Minnesota in the lead. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Reed inside. It's deflected. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now Vincent. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Clark's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Reeves. Trying to find Vanderbilt, gets it to him.
Love the playmaking ability of Reeves. Looks to me like he improves this area of his game every season.
Now here's Burke. He's defended by Reeves. Back to Burke. Clark outside. Pass to Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reeves has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Connect with it. Edwards there. Now Reeves. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
To the inside, Reeves misses the baby hook. Minnesota shooting about 42% so far. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Offensive rebound. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Connect with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Connects. Got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by Connect. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach.
So it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this.
Checking out Los Angeles. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Los Angeles Lakers.
What?
And that's a halftime.
And happy you could join. Minnesota making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. To the paint, here's Reeves. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
When Reeves can get the ball inside, he's a pretty reliable scorer.
Here's Burke. The rebound by James. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Drills it from outside. James has got 18 points in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Inside to end the run. Burke can't get it to go.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Back to Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
Doncic against Conley. Pass to Burke. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 10.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
And here's Hayes. Hachimura with it. On the wing, Reeves. Burke covering. Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Nice effort by Reeves that time. Just wasn't going to be denied despite getting fouled.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Burke grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley off the pick from Burke. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Always a focal point for this offense. Reeves is on another level tonight.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
I think this is why you get Reid involved in screen and rolls. I mean, he's phenomenal at making the cut after setting the screen.
Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. Reid with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And Reid throws it down.
Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reid just had the strength to overpower him.
Lakers leading by 20. Reeves outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Hayes the pass to Doncic. The tray. No good. Shot missing. Timberwolves trail by 20. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by James. Randall outside. Rebound the Lakers. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Burke, the pass to Conley. And yes, it's good. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A crafty scorer. Conley makes the most of his opportunities down low.
Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. Down low. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Reeves has understated size for a guard, attacking that rim.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hachimura, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Connect comes in for James. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Doncic. Minnesota also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Pass to Randall. There's the three. Good on the triple. Randall's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Hachimura with it. 29 seconds left in the third. Back to Reeves. Vanderbilt with it. Reid with the block.
Great denial by Reid. Boundless energy he brings.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Reeves outside. Here's Connect. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really
Austin Reeves has been on display for the Los Angeles Lakers. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Clark is out there with Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Burke in at the 2 spot. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too. Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Out left to the wing. Hachimura against Reed. That one drops for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
LeBron outside. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to connect. Hachimura with it. Over Reed. That's short off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Now DiVincenzo, defended by Vincent. Burke with it. To the middle. Clark outside. Cans it from downtown.
Love the pass from Reed that time. These guys love playing with him.
Pass to James. Now connect. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Burke. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And it's Clark in the corner. DiVincenzo finds Burke. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And slam dunk by Burke.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Lakers leading by 15. Now Vincent. Pass to Hachimura. On the wing, James. Edwards defending. Back to Hachimura. Connect with it. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to James. Trying to end the drought. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. And a change for the Timberwolves. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Lakers making a change here. Connect's checked in. Burke kicks to Edwards. Shoots over Connect. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Hachimura. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
For 3, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hachimura. Now Doncic. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length. And that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And the second free throw. Good. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last two seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance. What a nice burst. Randall changing ends like a guard that time.
Pass to connect. Connect sets a screen for Vanderbilt. Hits it from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Vanderbilt against Randall. Banked in off the glass. Randall's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep six or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Vanderbilt. And here's Reeves outside. And another three for the Lakers.
Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
Now Edwards lets it go with a three. That one falls coming off Burke's feed. Burke's got his 7th assist in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to connect. Here's Doncic. Covered by Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Reeves. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Connect with it. Doncic with a screen on Edwards. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Reeves outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's to the paint. Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on...
Chin up, marching you day.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look, emotions.
All right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it... Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
It's okay. They wanted it more.
Yeah, MP.
P?
Go on P, let's go.
You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to have to stand there and watch it.
What's the idea here? We already have a bunch of no more wiggle. Listen, breathe, but I feel like there's some advanced stats that our coaches may not know. Example, improvement, goal for once a week, but we're only on the same page.
P about to tear the roof off.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Kicks him, P.
And there is a very engaging atmosphere of fans getting ramped up outside the arena. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be tough, but they've got to hold strong.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. The point. And for NBA fans. goings.
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Burt's checked in for Reed. And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Well, you love the extra work MP has been putting in at practice and in the film room. He's talked about how he wants to grow faster, and I can certainly say I'm excited to watch how MP develops.
Edwards against Vassell. Edwards, a pass to Burke. Outside, DiVincenzo, 5 on the clock. Rebound, San Antonio. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And now we'll go to Ali LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Greg Popovich.
I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Ali. Right side, Wembanyama. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Burke, the pass to Randle. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Burke. And that one is hammered home.
BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Here's Castle. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And BA, you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Burke. Last game for him, he picked up 13. And here's Randle. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Outside Barnes. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Vassell. Barnes with the rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Vassell against Edwards. Fox, that's good. And now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And it's Burke missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Castle, guarded by Edwards. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Here's Burke. To the inside, Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. Edwards has got 13.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Vassell, a screen on DiVincenzo. Fox against DiVincenzo. Right side, Wembanyama. Fires the three. Vassell can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Burke. Pass to McDaniels. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Castle for three. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Johnson with a bucket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Randall, the pass to Conley. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Spurs lead by 2. And it's Burke missing.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Fox. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Julius Randle.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Pass to Edwards. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best three-point shooters. Mike Conley third.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year. And the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
Branham's checked in for Fox. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Garza's checked in for Minot. Puts it up. Branham misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Good on the bucket.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Timberwolves trail by 7. And there's the screen. To the wing on the left. Conley passes to Alexander Walker. Now Edwards. To end the run. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Paul against Conley. Wembanyama, screen on Conley. Here's Paul. Alexander Walker grabs a board. So it's Minnesota now, trailing by 5. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1/4 of action. So far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then it's Keldon Johnson. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Wesley in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Sohan, the pass to Wesley. Connects from downtown. Wesley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
Pass to Garza. Johnson against Edwards. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Sohan. To the wing, right side. Here's Wesley. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Edwards against Johnson. Edwards can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And there's a pick. Burke, the pass to Conley. 3-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Pass to Wesley. Oh, he tries a 3. Garza grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Burke. Give him 8 points now. The shot off that time. Outside Wembanyama. From deep. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds in the game. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Burke, the pass to Edwards. Back to Burke to stop the drought. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Paul taking his time here. Wembanyama, screen on Conley. Here's Paul. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses just disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Wesley. Offensive board. Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Burke, the pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards with it. The three ball. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Here's Burke. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. And it's Burke missing. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 13-5 run. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. San Antonio shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
Well, think about it. 56-26 last year, their second best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their second best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be a factor in the West. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And the basket by Edwards.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Spurs lead by 12. Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. Down low. Stolen by Reed. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket in this one.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Paul against DiVincenzo. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Burke. He's guarded by Paul. Reed for 3. Sinks it from distance. Reed's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
They grab their own miss. Oh, the man's an artist. What a throwdown by Victor.
When you can get to the rim as easy as Wemby can, you might as well add a little extra something to it.
It's scooped up. Here's Burke. He's got 13. Reed, a screen on Barnes. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Spurs with some changes. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Paul. Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Anthony Edwards. The 3 ball is good for Fox.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Burke. Barnes against Randle. Over Barnes. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
Vassell outside. The three from Wembanyama. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Burke. Pass to Randle. For 3, DiVincenzo. Rebound by San Antonio.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Now Vassell pulls up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Spurs lead by 10.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch and shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on them too.
And it's Burke missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
No luck on that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Takes a 3. And it's Burke missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Wembanyama, the pass to Fox. Always attacking Fox.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Takes a 13-footer. And Burke pulls it down.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Randle can't hit.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 10. It's McDaniels on the wing. No made baskets yet. DiVincenzo, the pass to Burke. Now here's Reed. Here's Burke. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Devin Vassell.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he makes a first.
I like his aggressive approach this quarter, getting to the line and creating foul problems for the opposition. And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Wemby putting on a show.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
To the inside, McDaniels. Outside for Randle. Pass to Burke. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Burke. He's got 15 for 3. Randle drains the triple. Randle's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Back to Fox. Yes, sir! Fox finishing. Here's Randle. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Here's Burke. Pass to Reed. Now here's Randle. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's on the wing. Vassell. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Randle inside, working on Barnes. It's McDaniels on the wing. DiVincenzo against Fox to the middle. And it's Burke missing.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Burke. 15 points in the game. Reed sets a screen. Off with the layup. And so the San Antonio Spurs now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey, one of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end.
And now let's take a look at our power rankings and see who's ahead in the early going.
You take a look at the Spurs, they've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet. They're figuring out what's working and building from there.
Disappointing stretch for them, but still plenty of time to right the ship. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Just about ready for the second half here. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. Burt's checked in for the Timberwolves. San Antonio leading by 13. On the court for Minnesota. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Edwards. And it's Burke in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Fox. Barnes with a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Here's Fox. Drills the baseline jumper. Fox has got 6 here in the quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Wembanyama, no good. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Here's Reed. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game. Naz Reid is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
Pure from three-point range. Fox has got 9 points here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
DiVincenzo can't hit.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the paint. Oh, Fox with a steal. Castle for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Back to Fox. Six on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got 5 rebounds tonight. DiVincenzo with it. Fox picks him up. Tries to break his ice. Pass to Burke. Now here's Reed. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Right side Johnson. The offensive rebound. Fox against Edwards. Wembanyama screen. Three-pointer. Fox drills it from deep. Fox has got 35 in the game.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His 2nd from distance this half, 5 overall.
Out to DiVincenzo. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Barnes passes to Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th assist in this one.
They're so clever at finding space to shoot inside. Johnson's creativity and ability to capitalize is impressive.
Burke, the pass to Randall. And yep, it's good. 12 points for him.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Outside Barnes. Three-pointer. Fox. Fox, good corner shooter.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Here's Burke. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Castle. And here's Barnes. Outside Johnson. Fox left side. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Boy, give Naz Reed credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
Oh!
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on DiVincenzo. Fox for 3. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Burke. He's covered by Fox. Burke, the pass to DiVincenzo. Reed, a screen on Wembanyama. For 3, DiVincenzo. Kept alive by Minnesota. Reed, good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
San Antonio leading by 7. Outside Johnson. Back to Fox. This one for 3. Drops in the 3. Fox has got 18 points in just the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Castle. Inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The free throw drops for Johnson.
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
Here's Burke. 21 points in the game. To the middle. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Sohan. That shot missing. Good D by Clark. Here's Burke. Here's Conley. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. San Antonio on top, up 11. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Branham in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Paul against Conley. Outside Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. And Burke pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 13. To the paint. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Well, Mike has specialized over the years in being able to get defenders committed. Nicely done.
And Conley drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
To the inside. Here's Sohan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. Paul with some nice D. San Antonio leading by 13. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Pass to Sohan. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sohan's got 4 points now in the quarter. Down low. Here's Minot, covered by Wembanyama. Back to Burke. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Burke, the pass to Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Well, we are accustomed to Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, handling and pick and roll. They invert it there, use him as the screener. Nice work.
Branham misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Timberwolves trail by 13. And Burke, here we go. And the layup is good off the glass. Burke's got 23 points.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Johnson on the wing. High arcing shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Garza's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Conley. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Pass to Johnson, who poked away. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Castle.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
DiVincenzo against Paul. From downtown. That's tipped.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Burke. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
San Antonio on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Johnson.
He rarely gets left behind on D. Johnson's so quick to match up.
Outside Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Castle for 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards has got 8 rebounds in the game.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Here's Burke. Clock at 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebound by San Antonio. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
For San Antonio, Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. And Fox is subbed in for Chris Paul. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Alexander Walker. Fox against DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. Johnson with the defensive effort. San Antonio leading by 13. Barnes finds Fox. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Burke's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
When you've got it going offensively, you keep your foot on the gas pedal. Naz Reid doing exactly that.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the...
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Man, y'all better win tonight, or some of us might need new jobs. Time to change it up. Get your mojo back. Over here, over here.
And the players getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
And so off the tip, it's Minnesota. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Back to Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Minnesota. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Randall. Here's Vucevic. Reid with the rebound. Now here's McDaniels. Tight defense on him. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. Misses from short range. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Stolen by Reid. DiVincenzo against Giddey. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Picked by Reid. Takes the 3. And Anthony Edwards hits from deep. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis. Minnesota also with the sub.